The Odyssey, Chapter 10. Odysseus and his crew became cast ashore in this end of the island. The trail of descent was deep between the crew and their master. After hours of waiting at shore, growing in anger to see Odysseus eating, without even sharing a scrap, the crew began to lose its will. Eurylochus was the first to present his protest.
As hungry as I am, I got up and rushed at the master. I am going hunting, I said, and this time I am sharing it with my brothers. And with these words, I left in a leap.
Odysseus, unsurprised, commanded his soldiers to follow in pursuit.
You, go with him.
The men began their march, and up the hills they went. An argument broke out, for it was the fault of Eurylochus that we were in this mess in the first place.
After all, he did pull the bag of wind.
And why does it matter to you? You silly, pull back.
I swear, by the seas of Poseidon, I will rut your guts.
And on they bickered throughout the journey. At about 12 past the hour, and 3 past the noon, dire, twisted news came running forth.
Tired and hungry, I looked up, and there it was, a scrumptious, voluptuous, rampantuous pig. With the quickest flash of Zeus's lightning, I rose up, and after the pig I went.
Stop! I yelled, at the behest of my brothers. I pleaded for them to let the pig go. I explained that the pig, in fact, was not a pig, but instead a fellow comrade, Pelides, the only escapee that managed to bypass the wrath of a witch that lived atop a mountain palace that was beautiful in architecture and resonating in music, from a lovely sweet voice. The bickering continued on until the master decided to investigate for himself. As for me, I swore to protect Pelides until the return of the master.
Tiredness and boredom had led me up this mountain, and stone after stone, as I got farther from the ground, the more and more I thought I could have easily evaded the bear that had blocked my path earlier. But it was too late now. I'm far too high to stop, and too tired now to fight a bear. So up and up I went, and about halfway through, I was stopped by a divine intervention. Hermes it was, the messenger of the gods, here to deliver me. I pondered, and deliver it did. A word of warning that I did not is gift, the magic of the sorceress at my destination would overcome me. And it I did, after which she happily flew away, still leaving me on my climbing journey.
I couldn't help but giggle at the owl that Odysseus had in his face as he laid eyes on my palace, and as he approached closer with the caution of a frail old man, I encouraged him a little. "Come here," I said, and with that he stood more attentive as if I could not see the panic in his eyes. After we entered the palace, I offered him some wine, mixed with honey. I said to add a little emphasis to its sweetness, and as I sat down on my throne with pleasure, I watched as the mere mortal engulfed in my gift. I wonder what he will turn into, a giraffe, a monkey, a lion, perhaps.
Odysseus could see the surprise in her eyes as he had finished scoffing down the hosted beverage. With a look of revenge, he asked,
Did you expect me to turn into animal?
And to rush with himself, Odysseus pulled a sword in Circe, offering her life for the return of his comrades. With a smirk on her face, Circe offered another alternative. Since her death will mean infinite loss of his men, he agreed.
Just gotta look tough. Don't look at the. That should be at least 30 seconds long. So yeah. Please stop. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta look badass. I zoom out from her. I see the final scene.